So I think we are recording. And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blended Garden Reading by Georgette Turnbull. We are your fairy gardeners. So come and chat with me about the Blended Garden and be a fairy gardener. So Georgette is going to read the Blended Garden, and then we'll chat a little bit about the Oreo, which is what we talked about in our last Facebook live chat, and we'll hopefully talk more about that Sunday night live, and hopefully we'll have some friends come on and join us, ask us questions about it, the Oreo and what that means and what that was like growing up as a kid being called an Oreo. So I'm going to be quiet, and Georgette is going to read the book in her rocking chair, even though it's not really a rocking chair, right? All right, The Blended Garden.
Blended Garden by Georgette, written by Georgette Diab, illustrated by Anna O'Donnell. Once upon a time in a colorful garden, a dandelion sat alone and disheartened. The dandelion saw many flowers from afar, all arranged by their colors. It was quite bizarre. It longed to be a part of the colorful array of tall stems in the wind where they bend and sway. The old lady gardener, with her hat tilted low, arranging her flowers with a wish that they would grow. Now, this old lady gardener was quite confusing. She thought sorting flowers was quite amusing. Placing this flower here and that flower there to match and examine, measure, and compare. As each flower lived in its own special space, apart from their friends, it was a very sad place. With arms reaching outward, they tried to connect, but sadly divided. They could not intersect. The flowers were angry, and they began to stand tall. They said to the gardener, "This makes no sense at all. We are all so different, our colors unique. Blend us together, and you'll see a great treat." Mixing our colors, red, yellow, and blue, our petals like flags for all to view. A rainbow of ribbons blowing in the wind, and the flowers protested. "We want to be friends, not separate and sorted by a particular kind. Growing together is how we're designed." The old lady sat in her flower yard. She said to her flowers, "I've been working so hard. Sorting my flowers is tiresome indeed. And could this dandelion be more than a weed?" So tired she was that she took a long nap. And as she slept, zap, zoom, zap. I meant zip, zoom, zap. Sorry. Zip, zoom, zap. The dandelion slept, then slowly transformed, taking flight in the star above. The gardener, it soared. I messed up there. I didn't properly. Let me do that again.
Sure, we can do it again.
Slept, then slowly transformed, taking flight in the night above the gardener, it soared. All was quiet just beneath the full moon, unaware of the magic that would begin very soon. The old lady gardener woke from a dream of a blended garden filled with dandelion seeds. As dawn approached, she began stretching and yawning, her arms reaching up to the glory of morning.
My favorite flower porch.
No, message. As she lied in her wheelbarrow, feeling rested and free, envisioning her flowers as a field of we. This splendid garden that I saw in my dream was inspiring, extraordinary, and satisfying to see. The old lady gardener with her flowers agreed. There is magic within this dandelion seed. I will no longer sort, my dear flower friends. And she blew the dandelion seeds into the wind, blew this way and that way, and land where you may. You are perfect. You are part of my garden, and here you will stay. Sorry about that.
That is okay, Porch. Oh my goodness, Porch, that was awesome. Let me tell you something. It's so nice to hear it being read. I didn't want to read it. I mean, I read books to children every day and I enjoy it. Isn't it fun?
It is. I love reading books to children.
It's so
animated, I mean, I love reading a children's book, I should say.
And they love listening to it. And when you get all animated, they're like so intrigued and engaged, like, oh. So, but it was really nice listening to it because, when you write a book, you're so focused on the editing and all the logistics that go back and forth with the people that help when you publish it and get it into a format. You know, as a writer, for myself, I don't know of other writers, you're like in it when you're writing it and creating it and it's coming out of you. And then once it's on the paper, it's there, and now you have to edit it and look at it, and then it loses its meaning, and it's just kind of a thing. So for me right now, it just kind of came alive again. And I really look forward to having this read to children and actually being present, reading it to children and kind of getting their feeling and their thoughts about the dandelion and picking it apart, just picking the whole thing apart. So that was awesome.
Illustration is amazing because it really does help with your imagination, because you imagine this gardener, like when she takes the nap, it's like, okay, it's nothing is said about her going in the house, and like it's like she sleeps right there underneath the stars, in the night, and the illustration adds that to it, which I love.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing the illustrations in another live chat. But if you like to buy the book, you can get it on Amazon and see all the illustrations with your child. The illustrations are done by Anna O'Donnell. But we are going to talk Sunday, right? You and I, about the Oreo, because I'm going to share really quick the screen of the dandelion, because we talked a little bit last time about how this dandelion was kind of excluded and felt a little, there she goes. I want to call her a she. She can be a he too. There it is.
We should use pronouns.
No, all right. Yes, we're talking about diversity. So there it is. We should give it a name. What should we name the dandelion?
Dandelion.
Oh, that's so corny. Danny. No. Anyway, I'm just being silly. But when I envision trying to read this to a child, there's so many questions you can ask a child. Like, how do you think this dandelion feels, being so far off in the distance? And what do you think the dandelion is feeling and thinking? And what would it say if it could say something? And you know what I mean? So So Sunday, we're going to have a more adult conversation about what it means to be called an Oreo. Just can you talk a little bit about it, and then we can, go deeper into it on Sunday in our live chat, and hopefully people will join us, and maybe, they've had the same experience.
Well, I can tell you what the Oreo comes from and what the meaning of it is meant to be. It was meant to, I guess, I was kind of like the dandelion, a way to make you feel like you're not a part of something. So Oreo meaning, because the Oreo cookie is black or brown on the outside and inside, that is said to make you feel like you're not a part of something. Or
you're different. But let me tell you, I love me some Oreos growing up. Right? Everybody loved the Oreo.
It's vegan too. So
say what? What did you say?
Vegan. It's meant to be a vegan cookie that no dairy is in it. So
really? See, now you ruined it for me. Thanks, Porge. Can I just have some junk food and no, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're going to talk more about it Sunday.
Okay.
Oreo. And I appreciate you sharing that, because I have no idea what that's like, to be Black and white. And then you raised children that are African American and Canadian, Caucasian. I mean, we say Black and white because that's the visual. That's how people, take us in at first. But so we'll chat more about it and have a lively conversation. I'm going to take my stop share screen off. And yay! I love reading. I want to sit and listen to you read more.
Yes.
Go get another book and read to me, Porge. I'm just playing. I love you.
I love you too.
All right. I'll see you soon. Thanks. And look forward, you guys.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Let me be a part of your creativity. And thank you for letting me read. You have written other books.
Yeah. Not children's books.
But I bet it would be a lot of fun to read those adult books, and you're funny. You are so funny. So I think you need to share more of that with the world.
You're so funny. Well, I'm just so happy that you're doing this with me. We go so way back, and we've shared a lot of creativity. Remember we had a girl group growing up. Remember that? Success. And we would go on auditions with your mom. And what would we wear? We wore those like glow in the dark belts.
Yes.
And the glow in the dark shirts. I remember sitting in the room waiting to go on and audition. We've had some good creative moments. So yay, we're in our 50s. That's right, 50 and fabulous. Doggone it. And we'll still keep being creative. All right, I love you. Thank you for being part of my blended garden. And I'll see you on Instagram. We could play around with our fairy faces, our fairy gardener faces. Yeah. All right, thanks guys for joining us.
Bye.